Any blow you can see, you can turn aside. All damage coming from the front is reduced. Sweet Revenge. Do I even use... Yeah, I do. I mean, we might as well just boost the one we have. Yeah, vehicles is actually a really great idea. Yeah. The cars, I don't know if you knew this, the cars just standing around in the wasteland in Fallout 3, I think it's in Fallout 3, I know it's in Fallout New Vegas at least. The cars are called Ford Atom. And they were actually a car that Ford was trying to build with a nuclear reactor as an engine. So that's actually based on reality, which is pretty awesome. And pretty freaking insane that they thought they could build a car with a nuclear engine. But I mean, back then I don't think, when they were trying to produce it, I don't think they saw the dangers with the nuclear. It just felt like a new and awesome source to get energy from. But yeah, I agree with you. Some sort of vehicle or mount or whatever would be nice. At least in the that you could use in the big open areas. Not a need though. I sort of love just going across the wasteland without using them, or without even having a sort of. But yeah, it would be cool. Would be cool. Yeah. Almost as insane as having a call to worshipping that atomic bomb as well. I don't know what that was about. Let's see here. Are we done? We are, right? Yeah, we are. Wonderful. Let's see if we can have since counts is still possible annual to locations. All new, faded for her. Find the spirit with solid and exalted planes. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. Solus, we're gonna find your lost old friend. Don't we have any place closer where I can go? My question to myself is, should I go there or should I go there? I'm thinking that's the best bet. But I mean, the trivia and the story around Fallout, it just does it for me. Everything feels so... a lot of it are actually based on real events, so that's what makes everything... I think the idea of the possibility that the story could actually come true makes everything a little bit more enthralling for me than Skyrim, for example, since that's so much more fantasy-based. I think that's why I'm more of a sci-fi guy in the end than a fantasy guy. But I do appreciate my Dragon Age titles and my Skyrims and whatever. New Vegas or Fallout 3? I went there. I've talked so much now, so I'm not really sure what you're getting at. Or did you just make a remark that you went everywhere? I don't think I've completed everything in those two games. I think I may have completed everything in Fallout 3, but not New Vegas. Some of the side quests just didn't... I like... hard to say. I did enjoy... The only thing I didn't enjoy about New Vegas is that it sort of went away from the normal normal concept where you start in a vault. I feel like that's a must for every Fallout game, but The story otherwise, I loved New Vegas. Everything around it, the different choices you can make, how you affect the outcome of the game in so many various ways, and siding with different factions, and I mean, a lot of games nowadays have the promise of your choices matters, but there's nothing really like a Bethesda game where it comes to where your choices matter. Because they actually affect the outcome of the game. Sometimes it just only affects the next couple of oh. The next couple of...
We are not far from where my friend was summoned.
No, we're not. He's just standing here. Find the spirit with the soulless and exalted planes. We found the spirit. What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to push him out? We're pushing him away for... What are we... Blue Waffle Man, what am I supposed to do? I'm pushing him away from the area. I don't think I'm supposed to do this though. Come on, what am I supposed to do? Find the spirit with soulless and exalted planes. Yeah, I found the spirit with soulless and exalted planes. You think? I feel like the whole exalted planes it's just a big glitch for me. Alright. Maybe if I save and then make a load. Yeah, it worked.
The mages turned your friend into a demon.
Yes.
You said it was a spirit of wisdom, not a fighter.
A spirit becomes a demon when denied its original purpose.
So they summoned it for something so opposed to its own nature that it was corrupted. Fighting.
Oh, hello there.
Let us ask them.
A mage! You're not with the bandits? Do you have any lyrium potions? Most of us are exhausted. We've been fighting that demon.
You summoned that demon! Except it was a spirit of wisdom at the time. You made it kill! You twisted it against its purpose!
I understand how it might be confusing to someone who has not studied demons, but after you help us, I can...
We are not here to help you!
Word of advice? I'd hold off on explaining how demons work to my friend here.
Listen to me. I was one of the foremost experts in the Kirkwall
Shut up. You summoned it to protect you from the bandits.
Yes.
You bound it to obedience, then commanded it to kill. That is when it turned. The summoning circle. We break it, we break the binding. No orders to kill, no conflict with its nature, no demon.
What? The binding is the only thing keeping the demon from killing us. Whatever it was before, it is a monster now.
Inquisitor, please!
I've studied rituals like this. I should be able to disrupt the binding quickly.
Thank you.
Okay, let's just see what this... Alright. Let's get everybody to attack. I wonder if a door approves of this. I wonder if we just need to destroy all the summoning stones and not attack the creature itself. I'm gonna try to go for that one, just as I can. I'm gonna have Dorian actually attack the last one. And maybe we can do this a little bit quicker. No, stop. Gap it. You're supposed to break these. Use the dubstep gun. Dub 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 dub. Dubstep. Come on, you're not supposed to walk on it. Alright, let's just attack this one then. Okay, my guys are getting killed. Can we please just attack it instead? That's not where the hitbox is. That's where the hitbox is. Ah, god damn it, Bioware. They're sort of getting pummeled, aren't they? That's what I was supposed to say. Alright, Blue Waffle Man, good to have you with me. Hope to see you next time. I'm supposed to end the stream pretty soon anyway, so you're not missing much. But it was a nice time chatting with you.
I'm sorry, Solus.
Don't be. We gave it a moment's peace before the end. That's more than it might have had. All that remains now is them.
Thank you. We would not have risked a summoning, but the roads are too dangerous to travel unprotected.
You tortured and killed my friend.
We didn't know it was just a spirit. The book said it could help us.
Solus.
Never again. I need some time alone. I will meet you back at Skyhold.
Okay, so he wasn't happy about us not letting him kill the mages, but still. In the end, I don't think revenge would have... They might do it again, though. That's true. But still. Alright, I'm gonna talk to him at the Skyhold and see how the feels are feeling. And then maybe, just maybe, we can keep them in check.
Inquisitor.
How are you, Solus?
It hurts. It always does. But I will survive.
Thank you for coming back.
You were a true friend. You did everything you could to help. I could hardly abandon you now.
It's a good thing he was on our good side, it feels like.
What happens when a spirit dies?
It isn't the same for mortals. The energy of spirits returns to the Fade. If the idea giving the spirit form is strong, or if the memory has shaped other spirits, it may someday rise again.
You're saying your friend might come back?
No, not really. A spirit's natural state is peaceful semi-existence. It is rare to be able to reflect reality. Something similar may reform one day, but it might have a different personality. It would likely not remember me. It would not be the friend I knew.
Where did you go?
I found a quiet spot and went to sleep. I visited the place in the Fade where my friend used to be. It's empty. But there are stirrings of energy in the void. Someday something new may grow there.
I'll let you get back to work.
All right. Thank you again.
Very well then. It was a pretty quick quest, but I kinda liked it. Alright, I'm gonna go back and talk to Solus quick A before we do anything else. It's not really the time to start anything else. Maybe we have some quests that are completed at the... this is not the right way, is it?
A lot to say to her, although those promises don't seem all that different.
Let's plant a new seed, shall we? Black Lotus. Nobody need this. I don't think. At least. Alright, let's see if we can find Solus. Is he over here? Yeah, that's right.
Inquisitor, I was... Do you have a moment? What were you like before the anchor? Has it affected you? Changed you in any way? Your mind? Your morals? Your spirit?
I don't believe so.
Ah,
Why do you ask?
you show a wisdom I have not seen since my deepest journeys into the ancient memories of the Fade. You are not what I expected.
What have I done that's so surprising?
Humans are short-sighted, brutish, blind to the beauty of the Fade. Their minds cast in a duality of black and white. But you have shown a subtlety in your actions. A wisdom that goes against everything I know of your people.
I'm just one part of this team, Solus. What about Cassandra or Liliana?
Cassandra separates matters of faith from those of the world. And she above all should understand how limited that is. Liliana has a brilliant mind, but her faith was damaged. To her, it is all a game of tactics now. But not you.
That's true.
So what does this mean, Solus?
It means that I respect you deeply, Inquisitor. And I have disturbed you enough for one evening.
That was a weird conversation. That's a really weird conversation. Alright, I'm going to try to talk to him again. I don't... Maybe if I said something else, he would have done something else. I don't know if Solus is the guy to go for guys. Just sort of. But... if he is, that might have been the moment.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations. The machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Sharau, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits? Broken promises? Half-truths? It is a palace full of motivation. And motivation is where
That is
great
true.
things happen. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally. Especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
I hope you know that I didn't turn over Briala lightly. If I'd had another option...
What? Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
That's tragic. I agree. I mean, that just sounds weird. I agree. You should consider it. Then who? That's tragic.
Your people have lost so much of their history and culture. Not even think of yourself.
Come on.
that way.
I think of myself as me. That's all I've ever needed. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best.
Actually, I do want to load a quickie because that wasn't really the answer I was going for. Hordes is a whole nut to crack, isn't he?
Hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. Political. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
Am I sensing concern over how we dealt with Briala?
No. Why would I disapprove? I'm sorry. I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Nor should you. You're not defined by the shape of your ears. They're not your people.
No.
That was the answer I was going for.
I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
Even if we couldn't help Briala, I hope we can make life better for our Elysian elves.
Stop Corypheus. That will do for a start. It speaks well of you
True.
to feel for the oppressed. Help them for that. Know them for what they are, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
A pair of pointed ears. Let's see here. We did help Dorian, didn't we? So we might actually speak to him. That's not the way. I'm just gonna do a little quick speak Rooney around the Roonies here before we actually end the stream for now. And we might be back, hopefully be back this afternoon as well. If you missed anything on the stream that you want to see later, I do have it.
A letter regarding a friend.
I will have the
I
stream,
mentioned
the
Alexis to
recaps
you,
of
didn't
it on my
His
YouTube
son.
channel this
I was
Sunday.
trying to discover what became of him, where he ended up.
And?
Nothing. Redcliffe is abandoned, and there's no trace of him. It's as if he never existed. I think the Venatori found out he was helping me. I think they killed him.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
It doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, there was nothing between us. He was just a fine young man. Better than I. Maybe if the world were a better place, he'd be here instead of me.
What was he doing in Redcliffe if he wasn't part of the Venatori?
He was there with his father. In fact, Felix was the reason I knew where the Venatori were. He'd planned to help if you came to Redcliffe, I understand. He had so much more than I to lose by helping. He should be alive, not I.
Yeah, don't sell yourself short.
He should be an example for others to follow, or his death is wasted.
Should I spread the word? We could spawn the cult of Felix within a matter of days.
There are worse things.
Probably true. And you're right. His actions should not be forgotten. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
He said with a smirk in his eye. Can you have a smirk in his eye? In your eye? I don't know. Alright, let's talk to Dorian again.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Happy to oblige. A taste of home, just for you.
Not just for me. Fun for the whole family.
Perhaps
True.
I should have invited some.
We were there. That's what counts. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
You said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how we could one day make real change in the Imperium. And then he gave up. He stopped trying.
Okay.
Why did he give up?
On a journey to Hossberg, a Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his
Oh.
son. I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see.
I could break any man.
Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. The guilt tore him up. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
That must have been difficult.
Back then, I was furious. I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
You still went after him.
It's true. What was I thinking? It's so cold down here. At any rate, he's dead now. More's the pity.
That's enough for now.
Naturally.
Naturally. Let's see here. We have a quest. What's that though? I think maybe we should do a quick talk to Liliana as well.
Here is the request the leader of the tradesmen made.
Yes, I'll see to it.
There we go. Damage bonus against dragons. That could have been useful before. I really could have.
Our agents have encountered more followers of Corypheus, these so-called Venatori. Their leader, Calpurnia, has them searching elven ruins. For what, I do not know. I propose we stop the Venatori before they find what they seek.
I'm pleased to see my spymaster is on top of the matter.
I try. These Venatori have been shadowing a merchant called Vicinius on Calpurnia's orders. They've investigated his finances, surveyed his warehouses. I propose that you meet with Vicinius. Flatter him. Find out what he knows of Calpurnia.
What if Vicinius is as much in the dark as we are?
It never hurts to eliminate an avenue of inquiry.
True.
And we should tread lightly with the Venatori. They have contacts and spies, just as we do. The sooner you speak with Vicinius, the better.
You should be forewarned.
If flattery doesn't work, I'll try something stronger.
As bards say, begin with the sweetest verse. Vicinius could be a most helpful friend. I'll make arrangements for you to visit his summer home in Val Royeaux. Hopefully, your attention should be enough to pique his interest. We'll have Calpurnia's secrets yet.
Secrets. Oh. All the secrets. See if we can talk to her about something else interesting. Apparently we can.
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? anything at all. Please, if you remember.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror.
Might be
Justina
answers.
has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
That's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Where's she now? Liliana! Did she go out? She didn't, right? Nope. Alright. It's actually time for Dragon Age Fridays to come to a close. I actually have to work a little bit, and then we're gonna try to get Dragon Age Fridays on for a little bit longer this day. I'm not sure if it's going to work though, but I hope. I promise a longer stream, and that's what I'm gonna try to give you guys, so. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm greatly appreciative. If you're watching on the stream right now, then thank you. And if you can't be here this afternoon, or well, this afternoon where I live, then please be so the next Friday. I always appreciate the support and company. And until next time.